Jason, how you doing? It's Ronnie Bumblefoot.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, long time no speak. How you doing?
Hey, you got a good memory.
Of course.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Ron, excellent work you got going on in this Little Brothers Watching album. I have to tell you, wow.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
What I find so interesting with this is the videos you posted on YouTube, like the isolation stuff, like for the tracks. That's brilliant.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I want people to really. I want them to know what goes into making an album. I want them to be part of the process with me. I want them to be there with me and see the song build from the ground up, where it was just laying bass lines to laying the guitar lines and talking about what goes into it, and then the production stuff, the slamming of doors, the punching walls, the stomping feet, and hearing what it sounds like by itself, and then hearing it just mixed in the song so that they get to hear it clear and hear it pure, and then hear it diluted into the song.
What I like too, we even see percussion with a Marshall head. I mean, that, how
Yes.
many people do that?
Yeah, most times when people, say, yeah, I recorded with a Marshall amp on my album, they don't mean scraping a brush on the back of the amp.
That's classic. Where do you get that idea?
I knew the sound that I needed to get, and I knew that a Marshall has a nice metal grid on the back, and I was like, that would be perfect. And just knowing the sounds you want to get, and then figuring out, without any rules, just saying, what will get this sound?
And to get all the people too inside this product, when we see you cheerleading the audience to make some noise, that's great too.
Yeah, that was fun. So the album was almost done, not quite, still kind of half mixed and missing a few little parts here and there. And at that point, I wanted to have a listening party and just share where it was at that point, and also get everybody to sing. I wanted, I love when people sing along live,
Right.
and I wanted to capture that on the album. So it was a good way to do it. I would play the song, we would talk about the song, I would show people where singing parts go, and then I would record it, and we would all do it together, and then put it into the album. So in over half the album, we got 100 people singing and chanting and yelling, hey, hey, and everything.
Cool. For the inspiration to get all this, all the ideas together, did it take you a long time to find the ideas, like in any way?
It was not that long. It was not, it flowed pretty well from the point that I really started doing it. I started writing songs specifically knowing that it was time to make a new album, which it's been time for a long time. It's just I felt like it was reaching the point where I couldn't wait any longer. It was like that point when you're holding your breath underwater, where either you need to pop up for air or you're going to inhale water.
Mm-hmm.
It was at that point. I was like, I need to do this now, or I'm just going to suffocate. I cannot go any longer without having my creative juices flow. There's only so many tours you can do. And it was the end of December 2013, and I had a few song ideas that I was holding off on, just the start of them, but I was leaving them open for possibly doing them with guns or doing them with people I was producing. And finally I just said, all right, let me just move forward with this.
Mm-hmm.
And started finishing those songs and writing new songs, and started tracking right in between tours. Finished a South American tour and jumped in the studio with Dennis Leiflang, the drummer, and we recorded half the album. Then I did another tour, home for 3 days, and then we did another tour, that Guitar Gods tour with Yngwie, and then got back and finished the rest of the drums, and then kind of took it easy travel-wise for the rest of last year, and just really focused and kept momentum and finished the album. Did that listening party in December, was mixing by January and done, and got it out right on schedule in February 24th.
And let's just say, too, good voice, very strong.
Oh, thank you.
There's not much on this album that ain't too good. If we start deciphering everything on it, it's a very good product. Any promo videos that's going to be coming out, because
Yes,
everybody needs promo videos.
Yeah, we're going to be doing, I want to do a lot of music videos, definitely. In the process of finishing one for the song Little Brother Is Watching. Should be interesting. It's more of a story that isn't really based so entirely on the words of the song. It's kind of ancient Egypt, this leader that's just a jerk and just, brings in people to entertain them and like, nah, this is boring, and sends them up a mountain and they get thrown off into the sea. And then this one guy brings in this mystic, this weird contraption. It's like, what is that? And it's a TV. And the TV, has a band playing on it, And, then it cuts to all the live scenes. And then, meanwhile, the guards and everything are just sick of the leader's crap, and they revolt, and they storm him and take him off and send him up the mountain and to drown him.
That's very creative, this story.
Yeah, and it was using a lot of old techniques that go back to, like, the original first films ever made.
Okay.
It was almost done like a play setting, using those kind of techniques, like taking blue and white big sheets and waving them in different directions while the person ducks down in between them to symbolize like the drowning and things like that. And yeah, so it should be kind of a very super throwback, old school artistic.
And that's what we need, today. Not all those HD high quality cameras. Go back old school and get that old quality going.
Nice. So just working on the editing. Just the toughest part is in that short amount of time getting the story to pop through, to make sure people follow it, know what the hell's going on.
Right.
That's the tricky part.
And like, you're a producer, and you do very good work on video. Do you do your own video producing?
No, this one I have a director that,
okay,
she did everything, story-wise, hiring crew, helping to get extras and picking the right people to do everything. So it was kind of like definitely it was a, I wouldn't say big budget, definitely not. Small budget, no. It was a video with a budget, I guess you can say, as far as getting everything that was needed and the gear and the crew. I mean, there was a full crew there and everything. So it wasn't just an iPhone video in a room, the band playing. It was more than that.
Going back to your Little Brothers Watching album, guitar-wise, how many guitars you go through to make certain tones?
What did I do on that one? I used the Flying Foot guitar for a lot of the rhythm guitar stuff. I used the old Vigier B-Foot signature single neck guitar for a lot of the solos. I used a Vigier GV rock guitar for a lot of the more cleaner solos with, where you really need to hear the tone of the instrument. What else? And fretless double neck. Use plenty of fretless on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, for the most part, really just 4 guitars.
And, throughout the years, have you grown more, for your guitar collection? Because, I mean, when you look at your name on YouTube, Google, there's tons of new guitars since the days I interviewed you.
I don't know. I mean, it's not a huge, vast collection. I don't have that many guitars. For someone playing as long as I've been playing, I should have a lot more guitars. I mean, I've been playing for 39 years now, since I was 6. So I should have at least 39 guitars.
You should.
But no, I just like to play what I have. I don't want to just collect them. I don't have room. My house is too cluttered. Can't have any more guitars.
Yeah, you don't need warehouses and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah. And what's the point of having a guitar if you never see it and never play it?
Good point.
So just knowing I have it isn't worth using that space and getting it. So I just have what I play, or what I played a lot. Like if I used a guitar for 10 years as my main guitar, I have that, and maybe I don't use it anymore, but I didn't get rid of it. But I'm not one to collect guitars.
And, for amps and stuff like this, for your tone, on the album, did you go to a certain direction?
I wanted to have more of a classic Marshall sound for the rhythms, and like more of the driven Engel amp for all the lead stuff.
Okay.
So those are the kind of sounds I went for. For some of the cleaner stuff, more of like a punchy Fender kind of thing. But on the album, interestingly enough, after miking up my amps and doing everything, I tried Amplitube 3.
Okay.
I tried the Engel plugin, and the fucking thing sounded more like my amp than my amp did.
Wow.
It sounded more like my actual amp than miking up my amp. It is incredible where the technology is going. And it's really getting that good.
So in that case, you didn't actually have to mic up your amp.
I started with that, and then I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to do Amplitube. So all the guitar sounds, or almost all, are Amplitube 3.
Wow.
You'd never know. They sound really legit.
Now, Ron, do you use like iPads and stuff like that with the amplitude on iPad as well?
On that one, I have it was on the studio computer, and I haven't used it, I guess you could say, in a portable way. I probably should. I should probably just bring an iPad with me and play through that, and then the output of that go into things.
Probably work as good.
It would save a lot on gear. But nothing, I mean, on a recording, when everything is only going through mics and then mixed in and squashed down in truncated bits and ends up MP3s or a 16-bit CD, you're not going to capture everything that you would in a room. So really for live, you got to have a good, real tube amp, because you would absolutely hear the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you lose a lot in a recording, but for live, you need to give people that real stuff.
And I'm sure you do that live. Will there be some tour dates, for promotion of this album?
There will be. Right now, I don't have any touring plan, because I still want to push the album. I want people to be more familiar with it and get to know the music. And then I want to go out and tour and see where people want me, see where people don't.
Right.
And have a bit more of a strategy rather than just playing blindly. And I don't want to torture my band like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I definitely want to tour, and I want to make sure I get to the people that do want to see it.
Well, Ron, good pleasure talking to you again, and wish you best of luck on this product. It's very good. Excellent artwork as well. Very interesting.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's Dan Verkys, Verkys. He did all my stuff in 2011, all those singles. And, yeah, fantastic artist.
Well, excellent stuff. You have a great promotions on this, and we'll talk to you again in the future.
Great, anytime. Thank you so much.
All right, you have a good one. Talk to you again.
You too.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.